Let's create some basic column and bar charts in Excel. I have this college expenses table here. I'm going to highlight the data I will want to contain in my chart. You can either select the Insert tab on the menu and go to the Chart section, or use a shortcut. To insert a chart on PC, use Alt plus F1 or Function plus Option plus F1 on Mac. However, I first suggest to look at the recommended charts and see what does Excel suggest based on the data selected. I can test what is recommended or move on to other types of charts. I have a lot of data here, so I actually want a more minimal chart. I try to stay away from 3D charts, which can look distorted and hard to interpret. I will test the column and bar charts. Bar charts and column charts are very similar but have opposite axes. Where column charts have a qualitative x-axis and quantitative y-axis, bar charts have a quantitative x-axis and qualitative y-axis. What does that mean? Quantitative data is number-based and measurable. Qualitative data is interpretation-based and descriptive. A column chart visually displays categories as vertical columns, with the height of each column representing values. Bar charts use rectangular bars to represent data horizontally, with the length of each bar reflecting the corresponding value. With these two categories, you also have 3 subcategories: clustered, stacked, and 100% stacked. In a clustered chart, multiple bars or columns are grouped together side by side for each category. Each group represents a different series. In a stacked chart, bars or columns are stacked on top of each other within each category. The height of each stack represents the total value for that category, and the segments within each stack show the contribution of each series to the total. The 100% stacked chart, bars or columns are stacked on top of each other within each category. However, the height of each stack is normalized to 100%, so each segment represents the proportion of each series relative to the total. I will select the stacked charts. When you select a chart, new menus appear on the ribbon: Chart Design and Format. The first thing I like to do is to test the Switch Row Column Data option. When I first created the stacked charts, by default, they looked like this. They summarized charges by category and not communicated anything new. We all know tuition is the largest expense. So I will select the Switch Row Column Data at the top to see how that would look. That is so much better. I can see difference in each and total expenses each year our student is in college. Notice that when I change the data in my table by selecting a different student, the charts are updated automatically. Now I'm going to pick the chart I want to use, which is the stacked bar chart. I think it communicates my data from the table the best. At any point, you can go to Chart Design, change chart type to test out different charts. You can also have more control of the data sources and ranges by selecting the Select Data option. Here you have the overall data range, which you can change. You can also click on each series and modify its name, values, and axis labels. Another helpful option is the Add Charts Elements, where you can quickly add different options to your charts. Wherever you see a check mark is what you currently have. An X by an item means that that option will not be visible on your chart. And if you don't want to have to test out all these options, select Quick Layout and test out different combinations. If you don't like what just happened, press Ctrl-Z on PC or Command+Z on Mac to undo. Now I'm going to change the title for my chart at the top. This looks good, but the default chart colors are very boring, so I'm going to change them. To get to the chart formatting menu on the right, double-click on the chart. To change a color for all the same items, single-click on one. To emphasize a color on only one, double-click on it. Under Fill, I will go down to Color option and find a more lively colors. I will do the same for the rest of the stacked bars. The formatting options correspond to what you currently have on your chart. So if you want to, let's say, add labels to your charts and can't find them under formatting, you have to add them first under chart elements. Finally, I can select any text in my chart and change its formatting on the Home tab. Thanks so much for watching.